I hear a lot of people talk about black mothers and their parenting skills. And you've heard me and some other people talk about, how some of our women get dogged for their parenting skills, or stereotypes are put out there about black women doing this and doing that. And there's some sisters out there that do have parenting skills that's very lacking. But I'm trying to recall, and I could be off, I could be wrong, hearing about a woman doing this. Woman goes to prison for tracking down her teenage son on Facebook for sex. Misty Rebecca Ickelson, 32, blamed genetic attraction on why she felt compelled to track down her teenage son on Facebook to have sex with him. Now she's going to prison for reports in New York Daily News.com. According to the Napa Valley Register, in May, Ickelson pleaded no contest to incest, oral compilation, lewd contact with a minor, and distribution of lewd material to a minor. She was sentenced to 4 years and 8 months in prison. Now it's a little bit more about it, and she tried to give an excuse for it. But I'm sorry, we've all heard these stories where people who didn't know they was related to somebody got with somebody, or we heard about cousins hooking up. And while the ones with the people that know about their family members, I can excuse that to a degree because they didn't know. The kissing cousins, that's sick to me, and this is even sicker. How in the fuck are you gonna track down the son that you must have had in the system? Because she had to track him down on Facebook. So she's 32 and the kid is 14. So maybe about the age of 16, 17, she got knocked up or something like that, And she's looking for him. But she took it further than anybody's looking for their son. She sent nude pictures. Then they hooked up and they was found in a hotel together. That's some sick shit. That's some sick shit. Why would you want to do that to your son or anybody's child? I mean, it's like every week we hear something on the news about white women doing some of the most asinine, insane, crazy, sick things. And I'm not saying all, but enough do. But yet the media try to find something. They look hard to try a black woman doing shit like this. And I mean, you might get a sister that might have done this or do this or engage in this kind of mindset. But I'm gonna tell you something. You hear a lot about white women and white men engaging in this shit. Didn't we just see Sandusky get sent to prison? He's a gay man. Now people gonna say he's married. He's gay. Anytime you take your penis and put it in another person's mouth or another person's behind, you're gay. And the thing was, he was afraid to come out. So he figured I can go to the young boys and scare them and have my way with them. And speaking of that, what about the other adults that knew about this shit for years? They need to be sitting in jail with them too. But I'll do a video on that sometime later. But this right here, it just reinforces what I've said and so many of our other people said. Nobody should ever talk about black women parenting skills. Because I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. There could be stories out here where black women have done this, but I don't hear it. I ain't never heard of it because I'm gonna tell you that will stay out in your head. We've heard of women and white men and white men having sex with babies and doing shit like that, taking pictures and child porn. I mean, man, I'm telling you, next person to criticize black women parenting skills need to sit here and say, well, you know what? Maybe some of us got things to be desired. But I don't recall our sisters getting on Facebook looking for a child to go have sex with them. That's some sick shit.